Hey guys, this is Papa Joe.
And Chris.
And today we welcome Mr. Mondo into the Monolith sessions.
Welcome.
Hey, what's up?
Yeah, Mondo of Slvthammer. That's like your baby, right? Like your main,
That's my baby.
one and only.
That's my band. I only got Slvthammer. That's my only band.
Dude,
Right
that's
now.
like more than enough.
Yeah.
Sure,
Plenty.
A lot of ladies out there can attest to the fact
I
that
don't know.
What genre would you classify your band
I
as?
don't know, man. It's it's rock and roll. It's punk
Yeah.
rock.
Very fun. Very
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah, I detect a lot of the Motorhead influence.
There's definitely a Motorhead influence
Yeah.
or Ramones influence. Hey, there's a lot of
Yeah.
stuff that influences us.
Yeah, I like the fun names you come up with for your songs, dude. Like Roadhead.
Roadhead. That's an older one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sex, drugs, rock and roll. We got Let's Trade Birds. You know, I
Trade
don't know.
Birds, dude.
I think all our songs are about having fun. So that's the whole point.
Who are your musical influences?
Mine personally, definitely Motorhead's got to be at the top. There's this band called Valiant Door. They're from Venus, Airborne, the Ramones, the Stones. A bunch of punk rock bands like Rancid and things like that. I would say things like that for sure.
Okay. And how long you guys been together?
We've been together. Well, I started the band in 2013. The guys I'm playing with have joined throughout the years. I think Bobby and Jose joined around 2015, I would say, and then we got our new drummer a couple years ago.
Nice. Yeah, I remember the first time we saw you guys, man. We were at the what the fuck was that place called? It's the grandmother bar next to
It used to be called Sumatra's.
the Sumatra Lounge. That's where we saw you guys the first
Yeah,
time.
that was one of my favorite places
Yeah.
because you could drink underage. Like you'd be like 18, they let you take your own beer.
Yeah, I know it was one of those nights where Judy and I would go on our little show hopping experiences on Friday nights, and we just
Who?
Judy,
Judy.
and I, yeah, we just go we were like at Lowbrow, and then with Monarch, and then we
It's
could
right
hear
next door to Monarch.
we could
Now
hear you
it's
guys playing
called,
next door. We're like, what the fuck is that? So we went.
Yeah, Prickly Elder.
Okay,
Yeah,
Prickly
yeah.
Elder, yes.
Yeah, no, I called Grandma's Bar too.
Yeah,
It's one of the wallpapers fucking off.
Yeah, like all the mugs and stuff.
The first time I went there was during the day. They were having us on also on a podcast. I think it was a video thing.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Was that that Rios radio deal?
Rios.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
so they
remember
had us
that.
there, and I hated it because I was used to all the black, and then I'm sitting in this
Like
old
bright.
couch, and it's too bright during the day, and I was like, what the hell am I doing here? This feels so weird. But it's turned into its own thing, and it's pretty cool.
I
But-
forgot what that was called. Was it the El Paso show or? I don't remember.
Well, I think they did a different thing called it was called the El Paso Show, and then
Yeah.
they started something else called El Paso something. I
That
can't
was
remember.
Joseph Brooks. Yeah, he does a lot of cool stuff. He's super
Yeah.
talented dude, man.
No, for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, so I remember the first time we saw you guys, and dude, we're instant fans. We bought the t-shirts. I bought a t-shirt that I couldn't wear around
That's Sumatra's,
my
I think.
mom. Because it had a big naked chick.
Yeah.
And it said Slvthammer. It's really cool.
I would people would be like, "Where'd you get that picture from?" And I'd be like, "Oh, that was this girl's fucking. That was her mom or whatever." Back in the '80s, so it's not true, but
Yeah, it was
Make
a
up a
fun
lot of
story.
And then he fucked up like, they can check out a shirt. Man, that's my fucking mom, man. Fuck, dude. So, you guys been together since 2013.
right.
What do you think about the local music scene here?
What do I think about it? I have a lot of opinions on it. It depends what.
Spit them out.
Where do we start?
Man. Well, right now there's not a lot of stuff happening. There's not a lot going on right now.
Mm.
Like ever since the beer virus, people are putting out records, and that's cool. You got you got a few artists that are doing a lot of things, and then a bunch of people that aren't doing anything, and they're trying to get their foot in the door or whatever.
Right.
So it's kind of split up right now. I don't know.
Mm.
Yeah.
What do you think about things like pay to play and things like that?
You should never pay to play any band anywhere. Not in El Paso. Not in.
Oh,
You
no.
should get paid to play.
You should get paid to play
Yeah.
for sure.
Let's say the Whiskey Go Go. The Whiskey Go Go is very
Dude.
well renowned, but it's a pay to play.
It's a well-known pay-to-play. Any band can get on there. I actually, I used to live in LA, and then I got my first job in Florida, so I moved to Florida for a few months. And I moved back to LA to get another job, right? And the first day I was back, or the first week I was back, like my friend hit me up. He's like, "You're back? Like, hey, you want to do a guitar tech thing for me. It's like one night this band's gonna play, they're gonna pay us, and we're gonna like tune their guitars or whatever. It's at the Whiskey Go Go, so I go there, and they paid like $600 to play a set or something in front of whoever. So it was just like, you know, like they get to play for like 30 minutes. They pay $600. They had a whole road crew, like they had like cameras. They're like, okay, we're gonna put out a DVD of our very first show, like blah 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 blah. And I was like, what? You're spending all this money. You're hiring camera guys or whatever to shoot these guys, and you're a new band. Like no one knows who you are.
Exactly.
You know. So anyway, at the end of the show, let's see what happens. So at the end of the show, they finished their set, and they're like, we have a limo that's gonna take us back to the after party. So they put us in the limo, and with me and my friend, the band, we all go in the limo. We go to this fucking mansion in Beverly Hills. Go to this fucking crazy mansion in Beverly Hills. They have a pool outside. They have a bunch of pizza and Corona, and we're all drinking. We're having a good time. And there's this one thing. So like we see a guy come from the back, and it's the drummer of the band, and he's pissed. He's like, yo, fuck the drummer, right? You guys like fucking get to go home like you in the fucking limo, blah 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 blah. Like you're like fucking forget about the drummer. I had to get my drum set. He was pissed, and then he was like, except for the guitar techs, like you guys are cool. Dude, he threw the singer in the fucking pool, like fucking, it was awesome.
He was pissed.
Yeah, he was pissed, dude. He fucking threw him in the pool. I was like, this is awesome. This is like a great like welcome back alley.
That sounds like some bass player shit.
Yeah, dude. It's one of the, I don't know, man. That guy was like, ah.
That was metal.
That was metal.
So are you from LA or from?
No, I'm from here. I went out there for a couple of years after I lost a job, and so I decided to go out there for a while. I was like, fuck it.
I stayed in Laguna Beach for a good couple of years, man.
Yeah.
I dug it. I love Cali.
Yeah.
But it's just too fucking expensive.
It's too expensive.
Yeah.
I told you, I lost my job and got unemployment, so I was like, that'll pay my rent, and I'll fucking go over there and fuck around for a couple of years. And it was cool.
Yeah. You got to live it.
Yeah, for sure.
Cool. So I remember, I think it was like 2014-ish. Slvthammer played one of the shows that we had, Judy and I had at our house, at the metal shop.
That's right.
We had like a...
You had like 3 bands.
It was like a night of metal or something. Yeah, you would get like 4 or 5 bands.
Yeah, for sure.
Back in the day, and dude, we had such a blast. I remember we hung out with you.
Why'd you guys stop?
Because people would come with their bullshit to our house. You know, they would forget. They would lose sight of the fact that it was our home. It's not a fucking venue, you know. You can't just walk in and do whatever you want. You still have to respect the home.
Hey, you can't pee on the floor.
You can't shit in the
Did someone
pit.
shit?
You can't shit in the pit. So we just, we kind of like just lost the urge to do them. So we stopped, yeah. I mean, we thought there's so many venues in El Paso. So many shows going on. So why do we have to have them at our house? You know, it was fun while it lasted. But and the cool thing about it is that every time we had a band at our house, those were our friends. They were like our homies, man. We would invite our homies to play. So we had some of the really cool local bands from back in the day played at our house. And yeah, I remember that day that you played there. So I remember played. We hung out with you till like 4 a.m. that night, man. We like drank at our house afterwards, and then we went to go have like a late night meal at Hamburger.
The Hamburger Inn, right? Yes. That was. I think that's the only time I've been there. I still haven't been back.
There's a Hamburger Inn.
I think we were.
I don't know how we ended up there. Yeah, we were. Yeah.
I think it was a 3-piece. I remember pictures, and Jose was in there.
Oh,
I think it was Jose. So he must have joined the band.
Yeah, you're right.
Sure, around that time.
Yeah, those are good times, dude. Some of the best memories were made at the metal shop.
Do you think we should bring it back? I'd like to bring it back.
I would like to, but no.
Would you like to do it here?
I would do it here.
You do it here?
I would do it here.
What trashies?
Yeah.
The only thing is that, like since we had neighbors who would call the cops, it kind of like put a damper on things.
The only thing I would do is I wouldn't do a live show. I'd just do straight up interviews and play a song.
Oh, I get you.
That's
Like the metal shop, the vlog.
Sure.
Yeah.
Because he would straight up have like 3, 4, 5 bands.
We'd have like a legit band, a legit show with like a PA and everything, man. It was cool. It was a lot of fun, man.
So do you guys venture out of El Paso and go on tours and stuff like that, or?
Yeah, I mean, we played all over the U.S. in our, fucking 7, 8 years together. Recently, we've been doing before the beer virus, we were going everywhere. We had shows planned in Mexico City. We've gone out. So we're trying to go farther and farther each time, you know.
Right.
But we've been everywhere. We're in Florida, New York, Salt Lake, you know, California, everywhere in between for sure.
Favorite place you played so far?
Favorite place. So I have a favorite venue. It's in Arlington. It's called Diamond Gyms.
Oh, I know that.
Yeah,
it's
I
nice.
love that
Yeah.
place, man. It's
Yeah.
just a big old barn looking thing, you know.
You know what you should play, bro? If you like that place, Reno's.
In
Deep
where?
Deep Ellum,
In Deep Ellum.
Dallas. It's a dirty, nasty, fucking metal
Hell
punk
yeah.
rock bar.
Yeah.
When you walk in, you can tell.
That's cool.
I mean, there's cocaine all over the bathroom. I mean, it's just fucking insane.
Yeah.
But it's metal as fuck.
That's fucking
And,
cool.
and if you're a brand new band, I'll give any El Paso bands watching this. You could be a band from El Paso, Texas. Your first time playing there, but they have such a good scene there. You're gonna at least have at least 30 people at your fucking show. That's how tight of a scene they have there.
That scene, even in Arlington, is fucking
Yeah,
super
it's-
tight, dude.
yeah.
Like every time we go back, we've gone back at least like once every couple of years or
Yeah,
whatever. Like,
if you want to play there, bro, I'll give you the info for that, and
that'd be cool.
you would get it. That seems like right up your alley, man. It seems like you guys do go there.
One of my other favorite places is obviously like the Rainbow, which is a tiny little space. Like
Yeah.
it's a tiny little space in LA, but like we played there twice. We played there on Monday the first time. They're like, "Oh, we'll see you guys are good, and then we'll give you a Friday night."
That's awesome.
And so they gave us the Friday night, and dude, like there was this guy that was doing the sound, and he remembered us from the first day. So like he was there at the second show, and he was like singing along to El Camino, and I was like, "Fuck yeah!"
Yeah, it's fucking badass.
And a couple of go-go dancers showed up late because
Yeah.
they always have go-go dancers. And
Yeah.
they showed up late because Marilyn Manson was playing like that night, and they were
Oh.
at that show. But they showed up during our second or third song, and then they like just came and boom, 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 did their thing, and I was like, "Fuck yeah!"
Yeah, dude. I think one of
That was cool.
Well, I grew up around Cali, but whereas when my master went to the Rainbow, right?
You
know?
grew up in Gallup?
Yeah, I grew up. Well, 2 years. I spent 2 years about Laguna Beach.
Yeah,
But whereas when I toured on my master, we went to the Rainbow, and fucking Ron Jeremy was there.
yeah.
And then we were gonna go we're gonna go to blows, bro. Like, I was gonna beat the fuck out of Ron Jeremy at the Rainbow.
Who was why?
Because he's so disrespectful.
Oh, okay.
You know, and I don't want to go into the whole story.
never
but-
met him.
Yeah,
I
he's
don't know.
He's
a
in deep
fucking
shit now, right?
Yeah, he's
a
super-
fucking-
he's
going to
super
jail,
fucked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a piece of shit, man. He's fucking arrogant, and he's an asshole. So, but I didn't do it because I didn't want to be on fucking TMZ.
Yeah, you don't want to be that guy.
Yeah, so I didn't do that, man.
Yeah, you made the right call.
I feel like that. I don't know.
Cool. So, okay, so like, for the people who don't know, what does Slvthammer mean?
Oh, I get that question a lot, and I always give it some bullshit.
I
answer.
came up with my own thing, and I think it's cool. So
What do you think it is? If you came up with it, you brought that.
It's a hammer.
It's the hammer. Yeah, I don't know, man.
It's Thor's hammer.
It's Thor's hammer, man. It's the thing that you use to fucking get from fucking galaxy to galaxy or whatever, dude. Like, I don't know, man. It's got some power.
To the Milky Way.
The way I came up with it was like at the time I was.
Oh, so it wasn't a thing that existed. You came up with it.
Well, it didn't. I've never heard it anywhere.
Yeah, me neither.
I've never heard it anywhere. But like, I just basically I had been like on an LSD diet. Like every week I had like a couple days off, like in the middle, like a Wednesday or something. So like boom, boom, boom. Like every Wednesday I'd take some LSD and I'd like mess around or whatever. And then I was trying to start a band and I didn't know what to call it. I had a band called Six Gun with 2 X's at the time. Well, I didn't have a band, you know, like I had it before
Yeah,
that.
the idea.
So I was like, I want to start a new band, but I don't want it to be Six Gun, and I don't know what to call it. And yeah, so I don't know. I was on a trip one day, and at the middle of the night by myself, like maybe like 1 or 2 in the morning, I just started like putting words together, like this and that, this and that, this and that, and then I got from slut to hammer, and I was like, that sounds pretty fucking cool. And then by the other night, I had like a little doodle of the logo and everything. And obviously, like, my girlfriend at the time was a drummer, so I told her about it, and we had been like playing some stuff together, like practicing some songs, and I was like, what do you think about Slvthammer? And she was like, I don't know, that sounds a little fucking crazy, like that's a little much. And I'm like, well, you're a chick, like, you know, like, I'm like, you just gotta own it. And then she thought about it, she's like, you know what, yeah, fuck it, like, you know, Slvthammer isn't that bad, like, you know, like,
Yeah, it could be worse.
It could be a lot worse. And I wasn't trying to, like, demean anyone, I was just like,
Right, it's just a name.
Yeah, it was, you know, so I was like, Slvthammer, like, I'm a slut, that's okay, there's nothing wrong with it. So anyway,
I read the Bible every night, so I don't know what you guys are talking about.
yeah.
No, that's not what I
I
thought it
believe
was
that.
at all, man.
I believe that.
I'm shocked. I thought it was just like a hammer.
Yeah. I thought it was a hammer you knock sluts out with. I don't know.
Yeah.
The power of Jesus compels you.
Hey, dude, so like, is it hard to keep a relationship? Because I see your videos, man.
Oh, it's fucking.
You
Well,
you got girls jumping
I'm
all over
Mr.
you.
Single right here, Mr. Single. So,
So it is hard.
I mean, I've had a few. They never worked out. So,
Hey, that's the way it goes, man.
it's basically always my fault. Cheers to that.
Yeah, cheers. Cheers. To the whole life.
It'll work out, man.
Is it hard to keep a relationship? I don't know. I guess if you treat them well, like you know. But
You think it's hard to find somebody who's gonna like understand your lifestyle? Because
hasn't-
I'm assuming because I don't know your lifestyle.
I don't know. I mean, like, if you're just upfront with everything, it shouldn't be difficult or whatever.
Right.
But relationships are hard no matter what. With whether you're in a band or not, you have to put the other person first.
Right. Yeah, I think that's how like when Judy and I first got together, I was before we got together, I was shooting for like a local roller derby league, and at the very beginning, it did cause a lot of problems because like the whole league is women, and I would take their pictures and stuff. But as time went on, Judy would see that I was just there to do a job. She was always there with me. I never like did sketchy shit behind her back with anybody. That was always my deal. If I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do it the right way. So I guess I'm trying to tell you that it is possible, dude.
Yeah, it's totally possible.
Actions speak louder than words.
It really is. I mean, like, obviously, like, if we're doing stuff and, like, I'll get messages from chicks, but it'll mostly be, like, about, we'd have to work with them if we're doing, like, a video or something. Be like, hey,
Right.
blah, blah, blah. But you have to be respectful, and then once it starts crossing a certain line, then
Right.
that's not cool.
Yeah, I think I'm lucky, man. Like my generation, or I guess I don't know who I'm speaking for right now. I'm speaking for myself, but like, I hear a lot of talk about like in the DMs and all this other crap about all the sketchy shit that people do, and I really don't get exposed to a lot of that stuff, man. A lot of stuff that I talk to people about is pictures,
Yeah.
photo shoots, pretty much it.
You're a wholesome guy, Joe.
Dude, I'm a lot more
You're
wholesome
better man
than people think.
You're a
man.
better man than
I would never call anybody any names, especially women. I respect women because I have a daughter and I want her to be respected, man.
Oh, you should be.
Do you feel you get a lot of support from local bands here?
We get support from some people. Yeah, I feel like it could be either side of the coin where we get support or we don't or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think once you start branching out to other things, there's that divide that people like. I try not to keep like a big head like, yeah, we've done this and done that, because then other people start going away from it. I don't know. It's weird. So sometimes I do feel like we get support. Sometimes I feel like we don't. But I know we've had good times with a bunch of different bands, a bunch of people in the
Right.
scene or whatever. So we definitely do. Like I see people like wearing our shirts all the time, like every now and then.
Yeah.
I think that's really cool, man. That's really cool.
Shit, I need a shirt. I need a shirt.
I have
You
several.
should.
I have like 3 or 4
I
of
need
them.
one.
And I've always thought this, man, about Slvthammer. I think you guys are one of the bands from El Paso who could make it, man. You guys should make it.
Yeah,
Your
definitely-
songs are,
Definitely put into work.
they all have great hooks. They're like full of Americana, like American Pie,
Yeah.
Camino. Dude,
Well,
you guys
we
are
believe in it. That's why we
primed-
haven't stopped in this.
primed
whole
and
time.
ready for it.
There aren't that many bands that have been around that long. I mean, it's been what, like 8 years or something. There's
Yeah.
like Chapuza. There's a few bands. Fixed Idea's been around a long time,
Mhm.
But yeah, a lot of the bands are just keep popping
chugging
up and then
along.
dying and popping up and dying, and hopefully like there are some good ones like the other half that stick around, So
Mhm.
so shout out to them, man,
Yeah.
because it's hard to keep a band like together for.
I know, dude.
So let's talk into that. What makes a good band? What is the chemistry that keeps you guys together?
I think, I don't know, but I think when it's good, that's what keeps it together.
Mm.
Like when you all believe in it. When
Right.
everyone in the band is like, I believe in this shit. Like, like everyone that's been in my band, even if they're not in the band now, they believed in it. They left for whatever reason, but it's like they loved being a part of the band, and then they show that. It's like, some people are in whatever band just to like have something to do,
Right.
because
Right.
because everybody like that's a musician. They're like, you have this need to play music or whatever.
Mhm.
But when you're in a band that you really like, you're like, I want to fucking like take this to the next level, and you have to surround yourself with people that actually
Want to do that.
put the work in
Yeah,
to get there.
They're
'Cause-
motivated,
yeah, because some people won't tour, they won't spend their own money
Right.
to do things, you know, and some people will, like, because they're like, no, I believe in it. Like, one person might not, you know, be able to do that, but like if everyone else can, then it helps you get that further. Go to the next city, go a little farther, or like go record, you know, like put stuff out.
You guys were in Chihuahua, weren't you, like before the pandemic?
Yeah, our last video was shot there. That was Thunder and Rain. It was like a live setting video. There was like, I don't think there was like a storyline to it or anything.
Just live footage.
Just live footage, but yeah, they hit us up. They're like, hey, can we do a video for you? We're like, of course you can do a video for us. That would be fucking awesome.
Cause I know some people who started doing music videos. It'd be awesome to do one for you guys, man.
Well, we should at some point. I don't know. We got some stuff coming out, so that would be cool.
I'm talking about Judy and myself. we did a music video for our good friend Johnny Lopez with Bless P Man.
I saw that one.
And dude, we're ready to do the next one. We just need somebody to.
That's the only one you've ever done?
That's the only one. That was our
Okay.
first one.
Yeah, that was like a couple months ago.
Yeah, that was a couple months ago, and
Yeah,
we were
for
excited
sure.
about it and really happy with it. So whoever's ready, man, hit us up. Got my cousin with the drone action.
You got the drone?
Yeah, my cousin.
Oh, we're gonna need
Got
a
my
drone.
cousin Julian. Hell yeah, dude.
We're gonna go out in the desert and shoot
Got
some
you,
fucking
man.
some motorcycle scenes and stuff. Like,
we're ready.
yeah, for sure.
Wish I could be joining you guys in the alcohol, but
What happened?
that's because I work, dude. I go to work early, and then you know,
Uh-huh.
they have like surprise breathalyzer tests and stuff.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah, so I'd rather just be cool, like business
It's
during
like
the week,
7 o'clock.
and then party on the weekend, dude.
I gotta tell you, you know, since I got older, younger, you can get over a hangover like in an hour. Since I got older, now it takes me like 2 fucking days.
Yeah, it takes me 2
At my
days,
age, dude,
for sure.
I don't even get hungover anymore.
No shit.
I could drink
You're professional.
I could drink like a good amount of beer and shots, and I wake up ready to go the next day.
Wow.
It's crazy, dude. Because I
I'm
remember when I
not,
was
not
young.
at that point yet.
When I was young, I used to.
I'll have one beer just to get me through the day, and then I'll be like, all right, cool, I need to chill out.
But I'm pretty strict on myself. I drink like once a week, if that much. I can go weeks without drinking. But that one night, man.
I could do the same, but when we play shows, people are force feeding me
I
drugs
know,
and
dude,
alcohol,
buying
buying me
shots,
shots.
bringing to the
And
stage.
so by the end of the night, I don't know what the fuck how I got home. You know,
Oh, yeah.
that always happens at any fucking show we play. I don't know why.
So do you, I tell you, a lesson I learned is not to get shit-faced before going on stage.
No, never before.
Yeah.
Never
Okay,
before.
so I learned that lesson the hard way.
Yeah.
I think we were there that night you were shit faced.
Man, I got, which night?
I Well, I remember one time we got really shit faced. That time we did the like a vlog at a venue.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. What was it,
and then-
9:15 I think it was? Was it 9:15 or?
I don't
Rock House.
Well, we'll just man, we won't reveal the name of the
Okay.
venue.
Alright.
But dude, it's like Judy and I got there early. We started drinking when we got there, and then we were already buzzing when you guys got there. And then we just kept drinking, and the whole thing.
But
turned
you were
out
fucking
like a
drunk too.
mess.
I was
You're
drunk.
both drunk.
I was shit-faced.
It was a drunk vlog.
Which show? Texas Taliban or?
No, it
Oh,
was.
Number Master.
Okay.
Yeah, it was with the middle show vlogs.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I was totally shit-faced.
It was crazy.
So you learned a lesson about that, or you just don't even do it, or was there
What?
a lesson learned? Getting shit-faced for going on stage?
Well, I have the first couple of years that we played, like, we had some terrible shows. Like, you know, we were very fucking inconsistent. We'd have a great show and then we'd play. And I just learned not to do it. I don't know. I can't remember, like, a particular story that something really fucking stupid happened. I
Yeah.
probably said something dumb. I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
I don't remember.
Man.
Yeah, I don't normally like to shoot. I mean, or drink when I shoot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I've learned recently that if I have like 3 or 4 before, it like opens up my creativity, man.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm a lot more. I don't know.
I'm definitely more loose, but sometimes like so I move around on stage a lot. So
I
some
know, dude.
like I know that I've tipped over amps and shit like that to where like we had to stop the show and like just get everything set up, or like I'll fucking eat shit, like, you know, like I've done it all. So I just know, like, don't get too fucked up. Like have a couple beers with the guys and then
One thing we
you know
keep
you're
from-
here to do something, and then afterwards
that you're left-handed, right?
I'm left-handed.
You're left-handed.
Yes.
That looks pretty slick, dude. And then with that, is that a destroyer or explorer?
They call them Explorers.
Right.
So I mean, it technically doesn't have a name because I built those.
You made it, right? That's
Right,
what. That's what
I've
said.
got two Explorers. I've got a couple of Gibson SGs, but yeah, when I told you that I moved to LA, I did that to learn how to build guitars because there are no cool fucking left-handed guitars. Like they're hard to find.
Right.
They're hard to find. You can't find what you want.
So
I was
how
like,
did you learn? Did you learn on a left-handed guitar or just a standard?
Yeah, you know what? I never played music as a kid or anything. I remember like my earliest memory of playing music as a kid was when we were learning recorders in grade school, and I went to like a UIL competition, and I sucked. I fucked the whole song up. So I left the door. I left the room, closed the door. My parents were waiting out for me like in the hallway, and I slammed the fucking recorder on the floor and had a fucking tantrum. I was like, fuck this, like I never wanted to do this shit. So I never fucking played music again until like after high school, like I went on tour with a band that were my friends, and I was just selling t-shirts, like I thought of it as a vacation. I was like, I didn't have to go to work, so I was like selling t-shirts, seeing different cities. And they were a band. They were called Useless Kids, and they played like ska punk stuff. They were like my best friends. I went to a different city every night, and the reason they invited me because I was like 18 and I could book a hotel room, and they were like a little younger. So after that, I was like, I could do this, and I could probably like do it better, but I'd have to like get a guitar and like learn. So yeah, no. So I was already left-handed, so I was like, might as well get a left-handed guitar. So I got one. Nice. Sucked for a couple of years, but yeah.
That's cool, man. Yeah, it's cool to see you and Junior up on stage shredding, like side by side, because like the Knicks.
It's like that.
It's like they scissor each other.
Do a V. Do that with Bobby
yeah.
too. Bobby's fucking really good at just like getting in my space. Like,
yeah.
Yeah, if I get in Junior's space, he gets pissed because I always like fucking step on one of his pedals or something. Like I always do that shit. Like I don't pay attention.
Yeah,
I don't use pedals, so I don't even think about it.
Junior's like so
but he's super
so,
technical, dude. He's like so
shredding.
close to everything. I'm like, fucking, I'm sloppy as shit. I think it works together, but yeah, I'm definitely sloppy. Like that guy is a beast. He's another level.
Yeah, the first time we saw Junior, he performed with that. Remember that band, Ghetto Tactics?
Yeah.
It was like a DJ and Junior.
Ish. Shout out Ish.
And the first time we saw him, I was like, a DJ and a guitarist, what the fuck?
I would see them at Sumatras all the time. Yeah.
They got on stage and I was like, what the fuck, man? Junior was up there straight. I think that's the first time we ever saw him.
And it blows my mind because this guy's playing like the beats or whatever, like the background music, and this guy's going over it. And I'm like, how do you even know what fucking notes? Just like what
he feels like it is, right?
But he feels it, and like he knows where the fuck he's at.
Junior's
the whole
a
time.
musician, man.
Yeah,
it's awesome. Hell yeah, we gotta get Junior here next time.
Yeah, I'm totally down.
Yeah.
Totally down.
Junior, come on, man.
Yeah, come on down, Judy.
Yeah, these guys are way more musical than I am. Bobby lives right down the street, dude. He lives like 5 houses away from you.
Yeah. Come on over, Bobby.
Have a couple beers.
That'd be cool, man.
Come to Trashies.
Yeah.
Next time for sure, we'll do it on Friday so we can
Oh yeah.
party it up.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
You know what? What's the best advice you give like younger bands coming up right now in El Paso?
The best advice is to keep going, dude. You're gonna fucking suck the first time you play a show and the second time too.
Mm-hmm.
Just keep going. And then also like if you're good at what you're doing and like I don't know, man, like if you're starting to play shows and stuff, I mean like take a couple $100 out and like, like put a design on a t-shirt and sell that shit. Like that's like we've made more money selling shirts than we've ever made playing shows or whatever. Like
Right.
So sell shirts, sell anything that looks cool, a poster, whatever you can do. Put some money towards it, man. Like people will remember your fucking name. First of all, it's something for them to have.
Yeah.
And I think that's cool. Like, like make as much music as you can. Just keep going. Like you're gonna suck. We sucked for a long fucking time.
Right.
I bet a lot of people fucking have the same stories or whatever, but
Yeah.
that's what I would say.
A good point. Do you think us as a local band should hold venues to a standard? Like, hey, if we're gonna play your venue, and we're gonna bring people into your venue, shouldn't we have a cut out of what you make?
Like bar sales.
Yeah, bar sales or at the door, or because I know a lot of bands they just play for free and we just let that shit go.
You let it slide because you get used to it.
Yeah.
For
I
the
think
exposure.
I literally think, well, it's just good business. Like if you're fucking, I don't know, if you're having a good time. If you're hanging out with friends, you want to show them a good time, whatever.
Right.
You know, like you don't mind like paying for their fucking meal or whatever, right?
Right.
You know, it's just if they're broke, whatever. You're playing for somebody. You're bringing people to their establishment. You're making them money, and like, why wouldn't that the person making money? Why wouldn't they want to split a little bit with you? You know, like you're the reason that people are there, whatever. But I mean, on the other side of the coin, if you're a new band and no one's going to see you, you shouldn't expect anything.
There you go. I 100% agree.
You know, if you bring like just your girlfriends in the band and then you know like there's no one to see you, I mean, how do you take a cut out of nothing? But if you're making money for the bar, yeah, they should give it to you as a courtesy. You
I
know,
agree.
just as a courtesy.
Or at least the bar tab.
Yeah, bar tab, anything.
You know.
You know, like I remember I've been like, there's 20 beers for the band. Sorry, we can't pay you. 20 beers, dude. That's like $100 fucking or something.
Right.
You know, so it's like fuck it. Like that's pretty cool.
So why do you feel like we don't hold to that standard? Why should we hold that standard, and why do you feel like we don't?
I feel like it's because it's been ingrained because you've started out at that spot.
Mm-hmm.
You started out at zero. You
Right.
started out with any fans, like no one knew who you were. So you started out there like, oh, you didn't. I just want to play. I just want to play, and you do that for so long, and then at some point it's like it's weird. Like if someone does pay you, you're like, oh shit, like that's fucking crazy. So you
Right.
don't expect it.
Right.
And some people just like do their whole thing like that whole time. You know, I don't know.
But you do agree, like if
I totally agree. If you can, if you're good, and people like what you do, and they show up, and they spend money, if they spend $5 to get in or $10, or if they spend a bunch of money at the bar and it's a lot of people, that's money. That's a lot of money that wasn't going to be at that establishment, you know, without you.
do certain venues pay you here in El Paso, and certain venues don't pay you?
No, for sure. And usually it's not even the venue. I think sometimes it's the promoters too.
Mm.
A lot. I've noticed that with some promoters, they just pay better, for sure. Or they
Or pay at all.
Or they pay at all. Yeah. Some people don't. And I don't know. Sometimes it lands on the promoter if he's the one booking you. You know, like it's kind of his responsibility. They have their own relationship with the venue.
Yeah.
But if you're booking straight through the venue, then that's up to you to make a deal with them. But if they're making a lot of money, they should offer you something anyway, you know?
Yeah, it's like when you get a job and you're bargaining for what you're gonna get paid. They say that you're only worth as much as you're willing to accept,
Yeah.
and that's kind of shitty to think about bands in that aspect. Because I know that bands put a lot of work and passion and blood, sweat, and tears into their music and stuff. So they should be getting something, man.
Right.
You know, they're worth a lot more than the credit that they're given.
But, you know, I do have to agree with you, Mondo. If you're just starting out, I mean, you shouldn't expect much. But you know, if you've been around for 8 years and shit, and you're bringing in the crowd, like, hey man, let me get a little fucking let us get a little taste. You know,
Right.
at least a bar tab or a fucking hamburger or something. You know.
I mean, that goes a long way. It's like just giving someone fucking basic respect, like, you know, like, or
there you
whatever.
go. That's just basic respect
Yeah.
and courtesy.
It's a cycle. I mean, they feed your band
Yeah.
and you feed them back because you bring people to their
Yeah.
business.
Hell, sometimes here I'd be happy with just a fucking free shot. You know, but like you're saying, when you're there, you're fucking fed. You know, here.
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
smoking
Yeah, your
cigarette,
fans are doing that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes
Makes it
it's too much. But it's hard to say no. It's like, nah, dude, you know what? I'm taking it easy. You're out there to rock and roll, dude. Like, once you're there,
Yeah,
like,
you have to own
adrenaline's
it.
pumping, like, yeah.
Well, you said rock and roll? Like, so,
Yeah.
You said rock and we were talking about taking shots on stage, so, you know, how am I going to be that guy? Like
Your
that?
song
I
was
can't
singing
do-
about partying. About partying.
Yeah, fuck.
Dude, you even party left-handed. That's crazy.
I do party left-handed. I have actually party ambidextrous, so.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Slap ass with both hands.
The double fist. Okay, so like, what do you have coming up, man? What's in the theater for Slvthammer?
So we've been writing, man. We've been taking the time to write. I think a couple days ago was Tuesday. It was Tuesday, and yeah, like these guys, I barely wake up. Like I wake up like at like 5, 6, 7 sometimes. But yeah, these guys show up to my house at about like 7:30, and they're like, "You have anything?" And I was like, "No, let's just jam or whatever." And Bobby starts playing something. Junior starts playing something, we start putting it together, and it's just like, all right, cool. I was like, oh, let's change this to this, blah blah blah. But we've been for the last, I would say, 2 years, we've just been focusing on writing because there's nothing else to do. We weren't playing shows, nothing
Right.
was happening, you know. So now we've got some stuff coming out. Once we get to the studio and actually put it down on record, then we'll see like video wise, you know, because we want to like have videos on everything. Like that's my favorite part, I think,
Yeah,
of
man.
like the whole music thing. Like I love the visual aspect of it
Yeah.
too.
Mm.
So you'll see some stuff from us, but there's no like planned dates for anything right now.
Might as well. Whatever it is, man, we're excited because we know it's
Yeah.
gonna kick
Yeah, I'm
ass.
ready for it.
Yeah, for sure. I think
Yeah.
it'll be pretty good.
Oh, I know it'll be good.
It's definitely fucking a little different than what we've done before, but I think that's with anyone. Like that's always gonna happen for sure. You don't want to do the same thing over and over.
Yeah, you gotta. It has to like grow,
Yeah.
progress and stuff.
That's cool though.
But I like the way you guys keep like in the same theme though, but it's like reinvented
Yeah.
every time. So yeah, that's cool, man. You guys figured it out.
Hell yeah.
Maybe get some thrash from you guys.
Some thrash.
Yeah.
There's
Some
definitely
thrash.
some fucking fast
Undertones.
guitars
Yeah.
for sure. You
Yeah,
got
yeah,
fucking
dude.
was saying me on the fucking guitars. Something's gonna happen for sure.
Hell yeah, dude. So I think yeah, I mean, you good,
All
Chris?
right. Yeah, I'm good, brother. You good? Anything you want to say? Anything any shout outs you want to give? Or
Shout outs, just I don't know, man. I just want to fucking thank everyone that's been fucking with us like this whole fucking time.
Yeah,
you
yeah,
know,
that's man.
like some people have been with us, like you, for since the beginning, basically. And you know, like all the new guys,
I told you we're fans, dude.
all the people
They-
that just show up and like, hey, this is our first. There are people that are like have barely seen us, you know, and then there's a bunch of people that have, you know, been around for a long time. So shout out to all of them.
Man, we love you guys, man.
Yeah, man.
I'm
But,
excited to see you guys.
Slvthammer, rock and roll. Don't forget us. Thank you.
where can they find you on social media?
We're everywhere. We're on Instagram, Slvthammer with a V.
With a V, that's important.
With a V. So Slvthammer, Facebook. We have a Twitter we don't use.
Same.
YouTube. Check out our videos. We've got quite a few of them. And
Spotify?
we've got Spotify.
Spotify, okay.
Yeah.
SLVT.
SLVT Hammer.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
That's cool. I like that touch, man. Yeah, so I want to thank you for coming and hanging out, man. I know we've been talking about it, and it's
It's
Finally got
finally
you
happened.
here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah,
I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Did you have a good time?
I'm still having a good time, bro. Cheers.
Yeah, it's always cool hanging out
Cheers,
with
salute,
you.
brother. Salute.
So make sure you guys check out Slvthammer and give them your support, man. Show them some love. That's gonna wrap up this episode, and we'll see you guys next time.
Monday session? What?
Monolith session.
Monolith sessions. Peace.